labored under a king in over 250 years. And we sure as hell are not going to start now. Donald Trump's revenge tour against New York. Lights, cameras, action. They're staying on. Think about this. Next time you're stuck in traffic, I think the bear's been poked. But I'm saying this. I want you to know this. I have said on national shows, I've been asked countless, are you leading the resistance? No, I'm governing the great state of New York. I will continue taking on the issues when they have an effect on New Yorkers. I don't need to be playing whack-a-mole every time something crazy comes out of Washington. You need to see me doing a press conference or tweeting about it. That's not how I have effective leadership. I need to pick my fights. And as someone who's watched, well, I watched a lot of First Blood, okay? You probably don't know what it is. Everybody watch First Blood? Someone draws First Blood, you respond. I didn't draw First Blood, okay? There's a response that's required when someone comes after you. Someone just came after my state, and now I have to step up on this issue. If there's another area we can have collaboration, cooperation, serve our mutual constituents because he does represent New York at the federal level, I'm up for that. I'm willing to sit down and work hard to do that. So I'm not trying to put myself in cast a different lens about me. I'm just saying you went too far because you came after New Yorkers. You came after New Yorkers.
All right, time for a couple more. Back in the mezzanine, Ida Siegel from NBC4.
Hi,
Ida.
Governor. You said that the cameras are staying on. Does that mean until a federal judge tells you to turn them off? And what happens in court? How long are we going to have this battle in court? Do you predict, realistically, what are the next steps for New Yorkers who drive in, who take the subway, all of those things?
I'm going to let my counsel give you some insight into the legal process. Brian Mahana.
So the MTA has filed its action, as the governor said, right after we received a letter from federal DOT, and we're seeking a declaratory judgment, making clear that the congestion pricing program is fully authorized. Obviously, that will take some time, but until a judge rules, these cameras are staying on, and we expect the judge to rule in our favor.
All right, we got time for one more. Gwen Hogan right down here from the city. Gwen, we're getting you a microphone. It's right behind you.
Thank you. Does the MTA have a contingency plan if the president is able to turn off congestion pricing? And what would it take for you to determine that Mayor Eric Adams was no longer able to govern New York City?
I'm ignoring the second part of the question because I said that's another day. But
No, we have no contingency plan. And as Brian Mahana just said, we're highly confident that this program is going to stand up in court. Remember, we've been sued in every court east of the Mississippi, and we won every time. This is going to be another one.
All right, thanks, everybody. Thank you so much.
I just want to say one more thing. You talk about other states. Again, in case you didn't pick this up, the weak legal theory that they have come back with us, and we know we can defeat, also is predicated on what New Jersey wants. Think about that. I'm so happy people from New Jersey come here. About 80% come by public transit, right, Jano? About 80%, they already take public. I want to make sure that there's a world-class program for our New Jersey guests and commuters. But in what world should we be standing down the will of another state, right? I mean, that just doesn't happen. I mean, I personally would like to have all the New York teams playing in New York, okay? I'm not proposing that the federal government go annex the Meadowlands, but so there's a certain respect you have that you need to have for the boundaries of our states. So New Jersey residents, come, you're welcome. but you're not forced to come here. This is the flaw in their argument. They have choices. Keep coming, we love you. That's great. But the people who live here, who are real New Yorkers, they're the ones who I have to listen to and I will always fight for.
As you may have heard, the Department of Justice has directed that the case against me be dismissed, finally ending a months-long saga that put me, my family, and the city through an unnecessary ordeal. As I said from the outset, I never broke the law, and I never would. I would never put any personal benefit above my solemn responsibility as your mayor. It is worth repeating the facts because many sensational and false claims have been made. So let me be clear. I never asked anyone to break the law on my behalf or on behalf of my campaign. Never. And I absolutely never traded my power as an elected official for any personal benefit. No witness ever came forward publicly to make claims against me. None of the baseless threats from prosecutors of new charges and new evidence ever materialized. And this case will no longer continue. Psalms 34:1 says, I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall continually be in my mouth. So I thank the Justice Department for its honesty. Now we can put this cruel episode behind us and focus entirely on the future of our city. It's time to move forward. But despite the fact that I am no longer facing legal questions, I also understand that many New Yorkers will still question my character. And I know that I must continue to regain your trust. I have learned a lot over the last year, and this experience has been humbling. But as we have been dragged through this unfortunate prosecution, I never took my eyes off what was important, you and your family's future. And because of that, our city government has never been stronger. Just look at the figures. We have achieved record drops in crime, record increases in affordable housing, and the highest number of jobs in New York City history. And I want to repeat that. Double-digit drops in shootings, homicides, and subway crimes. The most new housing built in a 3-year period ever, and the most jobs ever.